get back a motherfucker. Let's get back a motherfucker. Nigga better duck, nigga. Let's get back a motherfucker. Can't give these niggas advice.
Not gonna cap with you, bro. PlayStation is low-key mid as fuck, but on some real shit, the PlayStation Plus games that they got for like every other month is either like a hit or a miss, and it's mainly a fucking miss. Swear to God, bro, like they just be adding bullshit into the PlayStation Plus catalog and they expect us to download this shit. This shit is just straight fucking butt cheeks at this point. In today's video, we're not gonna be talking about the PlayStation Plus shit, even though that can be its own separate video, but we're gonna be talking about the state of play shit that they just dropped, or I think it got leaked or some shit like that. That's some pretty good games in there, but most of the motherfucking games that I see on that list are either just remasters of old ass video games that nobody didn't even fucking ask for, or they're just straight up fucking trash. That's all I gotta say. Hey yo, Bobby, do me one favor. Cue the motherfucking intro. If you guys aren't really tapped in with the PlayStation State of Play, I'ma let y'all niggas know we're getting some new games. What I mean by new, we're literally getting remastered versions of old ass video games that pretty much nobody didn't even fucking ask for. But shit, I did see Wolverine and Spider-Man 3 up there, so like I ain't really complaining about that. I really need that shit. First off, nigga, why the fuck is Concord 2 in this list? Nobody didn't even fuck with the first one, so what makes you think that the second one's gonna make any fucking difference? Bro, I heard that it didn't even beat, the player base of Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League. Man, that shit is fucking trash. Hey, can anybody explain what in the absolute fucktard is a goddamn Bloodborne cart? I know what the fuck Bloodborne is. That's a fire-ass video game, but what in the absolute fuck is a Bloodborne cart? These motherfuckers kept on spamming the Horizon Forbidden West. My nigga, what? Look, before y'all say anything in the comments, that game is low-key fire as fuck. But it already has like 2 different versions for the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. Why in the fuck is there a remastered version? Nobody did even ask for that shit, bruh. The last game, I think that's supposed to be like a Helldivers DLC or some shit like that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. But I know y'all see that motherfucking game right there that's on the list. Ghost of motherfucking Yotei, my nigga. For the people who really don't know, if y'all ever played Ghost of Tsushima, this is pretty much just part 2 of Ghost of Tsushima. This shit literally takes place like 300 or 400 years after, the Jin Sakai story. Seeing like the little teaser trailer, bro, that shit actually looks beautiful as fuck. I might have to cop that shit day one. Not only that, bro, somehow in some sort of fucking way, we could dual wield swords. Yeah, somebody is about to die in that bitch. I know you guys are gonna be asking me this, like, hey, Louis, why are you making a whole video about Ghost of Yotei? I thought you said that this shit was fire. Well, trust me when I say this shit. The trailer, that shit look fire as fuck. Knowing that it's the same niggas who literally made Ghost of Tsushima, they're not gonna fuck anything up about this shit. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I forgot to add one more thing when I was describing about Ghost of Yotei. Instead of, talking about more of the Jin Sakai story, they're gonna focus on a whole brand new character. You might be wondering, is it a whole dude? Nah, it's a motherfucking female character, my nigga. Alright, do I have a fucking problem with this shit? Not really. I really don't give a fuck. As soon as I heard that they're making a whole female protagonist, I just knew that these incel ass niggas are gonna say something about it. And it's low-key the exact same complaints that I've been hearing from when Ubisoft was, teasing about Assassin's Creed Shadows or some shit like that. I have videos of, certain TikTokers talking about these incel ass niggas. So we're just gonna watch some of these motherfuckers and I'm gonna get my 2 cents about this shit.
Yesterday was an awful day for misogynistic racists. It only took gamers a matter of seconds to get upset about the Ghost of Tsushima sequel having a female protagonist. They're already attacking Erika, who plays Atsu, and I thought the whole trailer was just insanely cool. There's also been some complaints about the graphics in the trailer being too similar to Ghost of Tsushima, quite possibly one of the most beautiful video games to ever exist. What more do you want? Why aren't you ever happy?
Alright, even from that little 20, maybe 30-second ass clip right there, there's so much that I gotta fucking talk about. By the way, I fuck with that content creator right there. Not only is she one of the coolest motherfuckers that I've ever seen on TikTok, she kinda bad though, I ain't gonna cap with you. There is no way that motherfuckers are complaining about the motherfucking graphics. The game didn't even fucking come out yet. My nigga, you literally just saw a teaser trailer and somehow you're already complaining about this shit. Speaking of motherfuckers complaining about the graphics, I literally found a video of somebody talking about this shit and I'm not gonna cap with you, bro. This nigga sounds fucking stupid.
The Ghost of Tsushima sequel trailer rushed out to combat all of the controversy Sony has been facing lately.
Don't mind me. I'm just here to have fun.
They just had its state of play, and boy oh boy did they need a win, and boy oh boy did they not have any.
So I guess we're gonna act like this game never came out despite all the negative controversies later on. I guess we also forgot about this. This was also published, by the way, from Sony as well. And God forbid, how could we forget about this? That was critically acclaimed across the board. I don't know.
And so they released a trailer for the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, which is sick. That game's awesome. This game looks like it's gonna be awesome. The only problem is this trailer is super weird.
Hold on to your britches.
All of the gameplay footage they show off runs at like 12 frames per second, and they show off no combat.
Now, when you first said that, I went to go check your descriptions and everything. I was trying to look for something that gave me some kind of hint that you were just joking around, but you wasn't. You really felt that way. And I was really perplexed. I can assure you that the trailer was not rushed at all. All of Sony's trailers, for the most part, run at 30 frames per second, which you call 12, which you know is a bunch of hoopla, but they always ran in that 30 frames per second. It's for the cinematic feel. It's for the announcement of the thing itself. They always do it to build up hype for Ghosts of this game. What's this gonna be called? I don't know how you came to the conclusion that they was rushing stuff out because of the reception of Sony being up and down. Like, that's just a wild assessment that you came up with. And I'm really, like, kind of disappointed. Like, I can't believe I had to, like, take time out of my day to listen to this ridiculous take. I'm like really disappointed.
Naughty Dog has talked about the fact that they had to scramble together to get a teaser ready for The Last of Us 2 for their state of play because Sony surprised them with the fact that they'd be showing it off. I think people have become way too quick to see any statement that isn't glowing praise as harsh criticism.
I think all of what you said could have been avoided if you said that very last part in the beginning of the previous video. That probably would have mitigated the issue, sir.
Yeah, by the way, this ain't the only motherfucker that had to, react to his video and pretty much had to correct him on the dumb shit that you was saying. Let me pull up another clip.
Show off no combat. It's more like a weird tech demo. Like, this shot of her walking through the snow is so strange because it shows off the snow physics, which is cool, but it's such awkward framing. She's not walking towards anything.
It's a teaser, bud. I'm not sure how much you were expecting day one. Not only did I not imagine that a Ghost of Tsushima sequel was going to be shown at the State of Play yesterday, but now that it did, it showed off about as much as I would expect a first look to show off. All this teaser had to do really is just announce that the game was coming out, show off some of the visuals to show the audiences that it will be visually consistent with the first game, and more importantly reveal that we're playing as a brand new character. It's not like they're going to show you the final boss in the first teaser or anything like that. All this teaser had to do was just simply sell you on the idea that a Ghost of Tsushima sequel needs to happen and get you excited for it. Having the first teaser of a game being relatively vague is a common practice. I don't need to see everything. I'm just happy the game exists.
I'm not gonna fucking lie with you, bro. I gotta agree with everything that dude and Josh Static has to say, because I can't believe that niggas are really complaining about the snow graphics in the fucking game. Thing about a fucking teaser trailer, they're not really gonna show too much at all. These motherfuckers are like, hey, just to let y'all niggas know, this game actually exists. Here's a little teaser trailer. We're gonna drop more information as soon as we, figure something out about this shit. This shit has been going on for a long ass time, bro. Like, do you not know this shit? I mean, they pretty much did the exact same thing to fucking GTA 6. Come on, bro. Like, my nigga, come on. All right, enough about talking about that nigga. Let's actually talk about, the reason why I even made this. These incel ass niggas. And I have a video of somebody, screen recording the little slideshows on TikTok about these motherfuckers reacting to the Ghost of Yotei trailer. Here it is.
I can't imagine going through life and absorbing media content, and anytime I see a woman or a POC in said media content, my brain goes, whoa, I can't play this, I can't watch this movie, it's woke, there's a woman, there's a brown person. Like, this seems like a miserable life. I'm talking about you as McGold because you also said this.
If there's anything y'all need to know about me is that I fuck with representation and I also fuck with good writing. And another thing that y'all really don't know about me is that back in school, even though I didn't really give a fuck about it, the only thing that I really did care about was writing. I'm a creative ass nigga, so I'm pretty much just come up with my own type of fucking stories or some shit like that. And this shit mainly evolves around like, you know, heroes and villains and anime and all that bullshit. I'm a nerd. Fuck out of here with that. Do I mind seeing a gay character? Nah, as long as they're written to be, you know, a fantastic ass nigga, I wouldn't really mind that nigga being on the screen. For an example, I just watched that Total Drama reboot. I'm not really finished with that shit, but I was just watching that shit, right? They have like, what, I think like 1 or 2 gay characters within that bitch. One of them is a hockey player and the other one is like some, you know, fucking popular high school ass nigga, right? Wait, that, you know, the writers for this season wrote those 2 characters. I ain't gonna fucking cap, bro. That writing was top tier, my nigga. The way that they were kind of building up the relationship, I also did fuck with that shit too, bro. Another show that also had really good writing, even though it did got a whole lot worse later on, was DC's Legends of Tomorrow. I know the character Sarah Lance, you the OG for real. She was in Arrow and she was meant to be like what I think Oliver's girlfriend or some shit like that. And after all the bullshit that she had to fucking deal with, she became a motherfucking legend with like I think 6 other motherfuckers. Been hinted at multiple times that Sarah might be like bisexual or some shit like that. There's multiple scenes of her, you know, making out with either dudes or straight up fucking women or some shit like that. And one of those people is Ava Sharp. At first these motherfuckers were like, you know, mortal enemies until one day they just stopped being mortal enemies and they got a little bit more close. They built some type of relationship, and ever since that shit happened, they've been dating for a cool ass minute. I really rock with Ava Sharp at first, but after, you know, her and Sarah became a thing, bro, I honestly started rocking with that motherfucker. I've been yapping for a minute, but the point is, if you guys can write gay characters and make them, you know, really cool ass people that a lot of motherfuckers on screen that would actually fuck with, you're chilling, man. You're trying to make a movie that involves a bunch of POCs. If you do it the right way, you're also chilling. The people that have a problem with this shit, y'all motherfuckers sound stupid as fuck. I'm not gonna cap with you. I've seen so many people overreact whenever I see like a POC character or a character that's not straight being the main character or the main focus of a video game, TV show, or a fucking movie. If you think this shit is over, just know that I have other clips of motherfuckers being misogynistic as hell about this Ghost of Yotei shit, so let's just watch those clips real quick.
What in the hell is this? So we just got the announcement for the sequel for Ghost of Tsushima 2, but it's not going to be with the beloved Jin Sakai. Instead of picking up right after the first game where we had to make a choice that seemed very important at the moment, and now Sucker Punch decided to make a brand new game with a brand new protagonist that is a female. Why did they have to go on and do that? Instead of giving us the Jin Sakai, bringing him back, we wanted to see what happened with his story. This game is not the sequel to the original Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Yotei, it doesn't even make any sense.
Hey bro, I had to stop it right there because the more that I literally watch this shit, the more that it's just gonna, you know, turn off my fucking brain. I don't know if this is some like rage bait ass shit. If it is, pack it the fuck up, please. I swear to God, bro, I cannot be the only nigga that gets tired of this motherfucking rage bait ass content. Like, my nigga, switch it the fuck up, please. And let's just say that the nigga wasn't even doing no rage bait ass fucking activities, my nigga. The shit that he is saying is just fucking preposterous as fuck, man. Like, there is no way that you deadass said that we should see how Jin's story ends in this new sequel. Bruh, that shit ended in the first fucking game. Did you not even play that shit? My nigga, I'm literally way behind from the fucking ending, bro, and I know how that shit fucking ends. What it literally takes for you is to either play the game or watch someone, you know, play the entire thing so you can actually know what the fuck is going on within that shit. Ass literally had to be skipping the cutscenes and not understanding the story at all. I swear to God, y'all motherfuckers piss me the fuck off.
These people come out like clockwork. Literally has Sucker Punch gone woke, new female protagonist, all the buzzwords they want to get people's attention with. This guy mentions that the new protagonist is female like 10 different times in this video. I'm almost wondering if he even played the game because he says that he wanted to see how his story ended. Brother, get to the end of the game. If you come to the conclusion that the sequel invalidates Jin Sakai's story, like you said here, that it doesn't even matter anymore, I don't think that we played the same game. He also goes on to say that Sucker Punch knows this is a bad idea and he has no idea why they're doing it. Games take a lot of money to make. I don't think that they would go forward with it if they thought it was a bad idea. And again, you mentioned that she's female again, but instead you decided to make a brand new character that is female. This game looks absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to see what Sucker Punch cooked up. Don't listen to all of this rage bait. If you want to play Jin Sakai's story, it is there, it is complete, but we're moving on to the next Ghost game. What do you guys think about this? I'm super excited for this game.
Craziest thing about this shit is that there's literally people trying to rebuttal this shit, and I swear to God, bro, these motherfuckers just sound dumb as hell. Look at this shit.
I'm not sure people saying that his story was complete actually finished the game either. Brother, you are wrong. Jin Sakai's story in Ghost of Tsushima was about 3 things. His relationship with his uncle, saving the island of Tsushima, and his own personal relationship with honor.
I mean, he's not really wrong. All it literally takes for you to do is play the goddamn video game and see how that nigga's story ends.
Let's start off with honor. The entire story revolves around him becoming the ghost. We even see the internal conflict that he has when he does his first sneak attack kill. Both endings revolve around his view of honor. It is quite literally introduced to us on the beach scene in the opening sequence. That is why one of the biggest quotes is Honor died on the beach. And no matter which ending you choose, that gets resolved and that finishes Jin's story with honor. The second biggest story element to Jin's story is the Mongol invasion, which again is introduced in the opening sequence of the game. The entire game, you are fighting to free the island of Tsushima. And in the end, you are successful. This part of Jin's story was done. The last major part of Jin's story was his relationship with his uncle, which again was introduced to us in the opening sequence of the game. Throughout the game, he shows his interactions with his uncle, talking about honor, talking about how he was raised, and their personal relationship and feelings with one another. And again, no matter which ending you choose, that conflict gets resolved. Jin's story was complete and finished. Of course, they could have shoehorned together another story for the sequel, but his story that they told in Tsushima was finished. And they're choosing to tell a brand new story for a brand new character. But let me know what you guys think about this. As always, drop a follow.
You thought this shit was over? Nah, there's literally one more fucking comment of him replying to another dumb nigga. Run the motherfucking clip, please.
I don't want to play some random female who in real life would never be like that in that era. I don't believe this is sincere at all. People who say that, oh man, women in this era would have never been like this is not sincere. First off, it takes a quick Google search to know that that is just wrong, but the absolute main reason that I will never believe that you guys actually care about female representation in the samurai era is because you didn't complain when the first game came out. Yuna, one of the characters that helps Jin a lot of the time and saves him a lot of the time, nobody was complaining. Hey, Masako, I hope I'm saying that correctly, but nobody was complaining about this either. Nobody was saying, Ghost of Woke, they have 2 women that help Jin Sakai. This isn't accurate to the lore. You guys don't care about accuracy or historical realism, any of that. You're just using that as a front. And to everyone saying, oh, well, we could have got a sequel to Jin's story with him fighting the Shogun. So, if you played the game, and you would know this, if you killed any of the guards in the Heart of Jito mission, which belonged to the island of Tsushima, the mission fails, because that is not Jin's mission to kill his own people. And where would this take place? On Tsushima again? We would explore the same island that we already got in the first game, but instead they want to explore a new island with a new character, new stories, and I'm all for that.
End the clip right here because there's a lot of shit that I have to fucking say. There's no way in God's green fucking earth that this nigga said that we could have done it with his son. My nigga, ain't no motherfucking way you dead ass said that shit. Just because that shit worked out with Boruto don't mean that we need to replicate the exact same fucking formula. Plus, wasn't Boruto doing really terrible because of the goddamn anime filler, bro? Fucking said we could have done it with his son. Talking about some, oh, I'll never play as some random female samurai. Women have never became samurai. Man, shut your stupid ass the fuck up. Oh, God, no cap, y'all niggas sound fucking retarded. Like, man, get the fuck off of the goddamn internet, please. Moral of the fucking story, if you're one of my subscribers who has this fucking whack ass mindset, do me a motherfucking favor and get the fuck up off my goddamn channel. I don't need your motherfucking stupid ass in my shit. Or if you're just some random ass nigga who just randomly came across my fucking channel and try to dislike this shit, and get the fuck up off my goddamn YouTube channel too, my nigga. I know this video was like way too motherfucking long, but I just had to talk my shit. I'm out of here.
God damn, what the fuck was in those gummies, nigga?
I don't even know for real, but it's making me feel funky, bro.
Fuck. Ain't something strange, I'm in funky town. 37 bitches on me tryna fuck me now. If you ain't fan, you can't hang it the fuck from around. I bought a pint and it's all in my tummy now, gang. I can't fight this shit out, but let's get